So today we breaking down the Bucks and how the Suns have been struggling. They gave up a huge 20-point lead within game 5. So now the Bucks are up 3-2 going back to Milwaukee. Black head coaches within the NBA are now finally catching traction. And not only are they coaching good teams, they're on teams that have potential to win. And we're talking Dame time, his future, where he's going to go. Is he going to stay in Portland? And hopefully John Foyces with Chauncey Billups. And we have so much more coming up. Now we're gonna start at the top. T Rose 3-2 Milwaukee. Wow. Me and you both agreed Suns in 6. I'm not even gonna say what's your hugest takeaway because we have a lot to break down. So let's start with Chris Paul and work our way down from there.
I'll even double down. I said Suns in 5. Like,
Did you?
I said Suns in 5. Like, I like just through the roof. But when you're going up against someone who's been a 2-time MVP, Chris Middleton coming into a groove, like, they shut that down. And just recapping game 5 here, I think that Chris Paul, man, I think that he needs to be a little bit more aggressive from the start. And you saw him begin to pick up the game going into the fourth quarter. He had a great game. I wouldn't say great, but he had a pretty solid game, 9 for 15 from the field. We finished with 21 points. But that energy needs to be compelled from the start. So it's great that Devin Booker had 40 points, back-to-back games. It's great that, he looks good individually, but you need that leadership and that productivity from Chris Paul. And he did a better job of cleaning up the ball. He only had 1 turnover. But I'm also looking down at the Suns bench. The Suns bench combined, all players of the 3 that played, I think they only had 15 points.
Yeah, that's weak.
Pat Connaughton had 14 by himself off the bench for Milwaukee. So definitely you have to step up. You just need more aggressiveness from the bench players of Phoenix, and you need Chris Paul to come out from the start. And with their backs being against the wall now going to Milwaukee, in my opinion, Chris Paul needs at least 30 to 35 plus in this game, 8 to 10 assists, no more than 2 turnovers, and you still need that Devin Booker that you've seen the last 2 games for them to save themselves in this series and possibly move on to a game 7.
Everybody knows, and if they're not sure, I'll double down and tell everybody I'm not a Chris Paul fan.
We know.
I respect his game. But this will be the 3rd time if they lose that he gave up a 2-0 in the series, right? Chris Paul is definitely the leader of this team. He's what they needed in terms of bridge the gap. Devin Booker had 2 40-point games back-to-back. Chris Paul had 19. No, he had 19 points in game 3, and then game 4 he had 10 points, and then game 5 he had 21 and 11 assists. I need Chris Paul to give me more. The reason why I'm saying that is because D Book giving us 40, that's keeping them in the game, but then being able to win the game, Chris Paul has to take over, even though he can rely on Devin Booker, right? This is going to be a legacy hit for me in terms of Chris Paul. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this isn't going to take away from his whole body of work, but everything that he's worked for is really based upon this moment. And it's just tough to see him go out in this way because now this is the best chance that I feel he's going to get. It doesn't get any more better than this. And then now, he's trying to get a bigger bag. And I don't even know if, to be honest, we should give him that if he can't lock down on this season and win the chip. So with saying that, the MVP, if Phoenix can pull through, I think is up for grabs now because it was originally Chris Paul for me. But now it's between him and D Book. And at this present moment, D Book is the reason where they're at. Chris Paul started hot. But then again, D Book, the times that they've won, the time that he scored 40 points, they've lost both games. So Chris Paul has a lot more work to do, man. And it's going to be a bad way to go out. And I think that this game 6 is going to be very, very tough for the Suns to pull out because of the momentum. And basketball, we know that momentum means so much. And with them winning that game 5 in Phoenix, I think that was the toughest thing. In basketball, it's not a series until the road team wins a game.